Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Mahony, CEO of Addition Wealth, to discuss how employers are thinking about financial support for their employers in face of increasing financial pressures. Anna, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you so much for having me.
You got it. Where do you see employee benefits going in this current market environment?
Yeah, it's a great question. Over the last few years, we've seen a trend where employers are taking on more responsibility for their employees' holistic well-being. We're seeing investments in mental health. We're seeing support for family planning and fertility benefits. And so we're seeing employers care more for that. One of the biggest unmet needs that employees have today is their financial stress and anxiety. 58% of employees are thinking about money while on the job. Almost 90% of them are seeking professional help. And so we're seeing that particularly in the current market environment where the cost of living is going up, salaries aren't necessarily matching that. This is exacerbated for employees. And we're seeing that employers are starting to provide solutions for holistic financial wellness support, such as those that we provide at Addition Wealth, where we can help people work through those challenges.
So what does that financial support look like in what's become a more challenging environment? And now we have student loan repayments that are going to come through, resume on October 1st.
Yes, it's a great point. Student loan payments are very top of mind for individuals, as are the other challenges that people have. People know that they need to pay off their student loans. They know that they need to invest in their credit card debt and pay that off. They know they need to invest in their retirement. There's competing challenges, and that's what can be difficult. And so what we do is we partner with forward-thinking companies who then provide the benefit of access to financial advisors, access to financial education and resources to help employees make informed financial decisions so that they can get on the other side of trying to understand, if I only have a certain amount of money left at the end of the month, what is the best way to allocate that?
How does Addition Wealth help employees make decisions around open enrollment season?
Yeah. Great question. Right now, a lot of companies are about to go in open enrollment, and what many people often don't realize is that open enrollment is where employees get access to a lot of major financial investment tools and decisions and can make really smart decisions for themselves. So we lean in heavily for this, right? We're supporting employees think through what are the right strategies and selections for them around 401k, around HSAs, around FSAs, because if you know what you are receiving, if you understand how to make the selections for yourself and your family so you can maximize the value of those benefits, you can find yourself in a much better financial position. So we lean very heavily into this moment.
I mean, if you think about it, we did such a 180 when COVID started. We didn't have the cost of commuting, right? Childcare costs clearly came down. Stimulus checks were available. You weren't paying for student loans. And then those are four big factors right there. Now, all of a sudden, you're faced with it. So what do you expect over the next few years when it comes to wealth and benefits?
I think, again, helping people figure out you have competing priorities. You need to figure out how to prioritize them, getting solutions to be able to be on the other side of that, right? What are inclusive benefits that truly help everyone work through their financial decisions? Traditionally, understanding how to make the most of your money has only been available to people who already operate in wealthy circles and where that information is shared. So I think what we're going to see is continued focus on employers saying, we want to help our employees understand how do you maximize the value of every dollar that they're getting paid and every resource that they're getting access to so they can, as best as possible, work through those financial questions.
As a female founder, what are some of the challenges that you've overcome in building Addition Wealth?
Yeah, so it's a super important question. Even in the most recent reports, only 2.1% of venture capital funding is going into female-founded teams. And so there needs to be a lot more work to ensure that the best ideas are getting funded. I'm very proud of what we've been able to accomplish at Addition in a short amount of time, and I'm also very grateful for the fact that we have a very supportive set of fantastic investors who invest and back female-founded companies. But I think there's a lot more that can be done, right? At our core, we are providing an inclusive offering. We're being very thoughtful about how do you build teams where the team and the leadership is also diverse. How do you think about bringing on investors who care about those values and overall helping the ecosystem move forward so that more female-founded companies can be created.
Are you seeing in the space overall that when it comes to more diverse founders, that there is improvement there?
The stats don't show as much as improvement as we would like to see. I think there are pockets of people who are really going out of their way to address this problem, but there's a lot more work that needs to be done.
All right, we appreciate the insight, Anna. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. Thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.